After correctional facility workers in Marcy, New York allegedly assaulted an inmate, a correctional officers union has since seen and condemned footage of the incident. After reviewing the footage, NYSCOPBA, the New York State Correctional Officers and Police Benevolent Association, says, quote, "What we witnessed is incomprehensible to say the least, and is certainly not reflective of the great work that the vast majority of our membership conducts every day." The union says what transpired at Marcy Correctional Facility is the opposite of everything it and its membership stands for. 43-year-old Robert Brooks was the inmate in question. He passed away earlier this month. Governor Hochul is saying that 14 workers with the facility are fired as a result of the incident. NYSCOPBA has shown concern that the incident will make New York correctional facilities more violent, hostile, and unpredictable.